Hold it. No. We're on. Oh, oh. We are on.
Wicked tuna.
We are on with a load of James. Oh, we're hooked up with a carp. I love it. Keep it going. We are hooked up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, baby. We're hooked up.
Hi everyone.
Hello, everyone.
It's
Trey
Trey Lau again. Yup. So
Today was an interesting day.
yes, very interesting day. So we're gonna tell you what really happened. So earlier this afternoon, we went swimming and fishing. So I caught 2 fish, and we went back home because my husband is feeling lazy and
I want
tired.
to sleep.
So we took a nap.
Bears have to hibernate.
So we
At
took
least
a
take
nap.
a nap.
Yeah, took a nap, and then we wake up around 7, and then I quickly tell my husband to go to the beach again because I'm supposed to go swimming again, or even grill and fishing at the same time. But then it's too late to grill, too late to swim, so we decided to go fishing. So what happened is, I was reeling my hook, so I caught like 6 fishes already. 6 or 7.
There's panfish, like sunfish that we caught.
Yeah, 6, 7,
So.
7 fish already. So what happened is, I let my husband take the hook from the fish that I caught, and then while taking out the hook from that fish, and you know what happened? A big fish snapped my husband's rod.
And pulled my entire fishing pole into the water, and it took it so quickly I didn't even have time to grab it or anything. But we knew it was a big fish because I had my leg on my rod, and it still ripped the rod out from underneath my leg. And I was surprised at how much. I thought maybe I got hooked on a passing boat or something. I'm like, I don't understand. But anyways, so I'm like, all right, well, it looks like we're gonna be buying a new rod because there goes my fishing rod.
Yeah.
And then my wife over here, Laura's like, maybe the fish will bring it back.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like joking around, like,
I don't think
because
so.
we have 2 rods. So he used my rod to fish again for big carps. So I didn't caught any small fish anymore. So we set it for a big carp. And then later on, someone snapped again my rod.
So we used Laura's rod after we lost my rod. We refused to go home. We weren't going to let that ruin our day. And Laura said, well, maybe we can hook the fish that hooked your rod. And I'm like,
We're just
yeah,
making
I don't
fun
think
of it.
so.
Like,
I'm like,
oh
yeah,
my
she was making a
God.
short joke, and I was like, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I was like telling him like, maybe we caught the same fish that took your rod.
So sooner or later, we hooked up Laura's rod. We took off kind of the smaller hook, and we put a big hook on there, one for carp, because I figured, okay, we lost this rod. There's got to be carp down there now. And it was the one thing about the water now is there's a lot of boats over at Surfside, so there's just the water's getting churned up,
It's
and there's
not
just
as-
tons and tons of
Yes.
seaweed and algae. So you can't even see the bottom. When we
It's
first
not as
went there,
clear as
you could
the
see
first
straight to the
time.
bottom.
Yep.
6 feet, 8 feet, didn't matter. You could see all the way down. And that's unusual for Minnetonka because it's usually pretty cloudy. But now it's back to its Minnetonka cloudy water. And you couldn't see anything, but I knew that there were carp down there because my rod flew out from under my leg. And I told Laura, I said, let's cut off your small hook and we'll put a big carp hook on yours and just see if we catch anything.
Yeah.
Well, sure enough, probably, I don't know, I'd say 45 minutes later, we saw her line just kind of wandering. And she's like, hubby, I think something's on it. And I thought, well, it could be the seaweed because there's seaweed on
Yeah.
the surface of the water. And when it hits your line, it kind of pulls it. Well, then the line went tight. And it took us literally 45 minutes to reel in the fish.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
so...
we put the drag pretty loose because we didn't want to snap the line. It was only 10-pound. She has panfish line on her reel, so it's really for like small fish. I mean, I think it's like 4-pound test, maybe even 2-pound test. I don't think. I mean, you can't put a lot of stress on it. And so we literally sat and tried to reel this fish in, and it kept spooling out line. We'd get it a little closer, and then it spool out more line.
Yes.
And there was no way we could slow it down. It was just taking
We'll
line.
show you the video.
Everyone, we're hooked up. We're here with the Laura on Wicked Carp. She's hooked up with a monster. It's taking a lot of line. We're thinking that she can land it, but this is only 6-pound tests, so we're gonna have to beach it. So, any comments from the fisherwoman over here?
I think it's bigger than the last time we caught. That's for sure.
And I'd like to just say you're absolutely beautiful.
Shut up! Oh my god. Come here. It's fighting again, baby.
Is it fighting again?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We are gonna be here all night.
Oh my god, I don't want... Oh my god, I can feel it shaking. Oh my god, baby.
Yep, it's spooling out again. I just reeled in like 100 feet of that.
Come here, fishy.
It's gonna be a world record.
Guinness Book of Records.
See how the line goes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you pull it and then we can get the thing? Oh yeah.
Holy crap. Holy crap, this guy's... I don't know
It's
what
a
the...
big one. Maybe I think... Yeah.
Oh, look at him, look. Lovely's going crazy now. See him?
Got so much energy.
Yeah. He's ashamed of himself, making stiff all night.
Yeah, like what? Yes, please scare him. So he will come.
I'm trying to decide if I should go that side or this side.
This side, because yeah, it's more cleaner this side. Yeah, okay, I will help you.
No, it's not you, Love, it's not you.
I'm going to help you.
No. Just, I don't want to give him too much slack because I know he's a sneaky little fish. As soon as I get loose, give me scissors.
Yep. Careful not to... You want me to cut it for you?
Actually, no, I might be able to just get this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about earlier.
I don't know, because there he is. You see him?
Yeah, he's just there.
He's very close now.
Yeah. Okay, stop.
Very Love, that's it. Yeah, he's ready. Let me just hold up. How you doing? How do you hold that? Hold up.
This is the hard things ever. I don't know why it's so annoying to take. Yep. This one. One more. Yeah, so you cannot get rid of that. Oh my god, I can see it from there.
You see it?
Yeah. No, make him go to the dock underneath the docks.
No. Just try this.
We're gonna go crazy again. Okay. Why there's so many? Okay, go. No, I can't see it. Where is it?
Holy shit, he's right here. Yeah, be really close.
Okay.
See the go. He's gonna run.
Oh. There's
Gonna
the fish.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try grabbing him.
Okay.
Let's see where he's at.
Oh my god, there it is. Is it big?
I don't know what kind of fish it is. It's a carp.
It's a carp.
Let me see the light. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Love, you hold it.
No.
It's so hard to see with this light on here. Hold on a second. Take these twigs off. Yeah, that's a big old carp.
You're just big. Holding the thing. Wait.
Okay, love, for you. Hold the line. You get the line? Got him?
Baby.
There you go.
It's so heavy. It's pulling it.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Oh my god, it's so very. Oh my god. It's fighting. So anyways, after 45 minutes, it was 9:30. We caught the fish, I'd say like close to 9.
8:45, yep.
And then by the time we landed it was almost 10 because the park was almost closed.
Yeah, it's pretty dark
So
already.
it took us a good time to get the fish in, and every time we got it in, it would spool out, and every time it was a massive fish. You guys will see it in the pictures, of course. It's
Yes.
about half the size of a Laura, if you look at it.
Yeah.
So
And the funny thing is, when the fish is near the shore, I was like, I saw another rod, and I know I'm the last one who reeled the rod. I put it near the stone, so
I was so shocked, and I keep on asking him, hubby, did you see your rod? And then he didn't respond, and I know he responded something, but it was about a fish. I'm like, hubby, did you see your rod? I think that's the rod. That's your rod.
I don't
And
think I
I'm
was listening
so
to her.
surprised because I was looking at the other rod, my rod, and there's another rod on the water. So I was like, how did it happen? So it was a miracle.
Sure enough, the fish that we hooked up with had my rod on it. So it was the same fish that I had hooked up
The first
in the
one,
beginning
yeah.
that brought our rod back when we finally reeled it in. So we were not only fighting the fish, but we were fighting trying to drag in my rod, which is probably just dragging
Yeah.
along the bottom of the lake.
That's
So
making it
into-
heavy
Made
too.
it super heavy with all the algae
Yeah.
and the rod. It just turned into a disaster. But in the end, we got the rod, we got the other rod back. So we have both our rods. We landed the
Yes.
fish. We were able to let the fish go. He swam off, so everything turned out well.
Oh, we forgot. What happened after some fish took his rod? We caught another fish, but then the line got cut. Remember?
Yeah, we did.
It
we
snapped
did-
the line.
We did get one that snapped the line.
Yeah.
So it was a
Yeah,
good day.
It was a
So,
good day. I caught lots of fish. The last time I caught was like 9.
9. Yeah,
And then
we picked
today
it
I
up.
caught 7. And plus the big one is 8. So
Yeah, well, the big
the
one
big
counts
one
for
counts for,
like
like,
17
yeah.
or something, because it's quite a few.
it's bigger than the last time we caught.
It's actually the biggest carp that I've ever caught. So
Yes, the
I used
biggest.
to go fishing quite a bit.
Biggest. It's the biggest fish that I caught too.
So
It was a good team, so
it's a good team effort. Yep, a lot of sweat, blood, and tears went into landing that fish.
we're
So-
the wicked
And you
carp.
guys will see that we weren't able to pull it up onto the dock. We had to actually beach it onto the sand like what we normally do, because it's, if you try to pull them up, they'll just snap the line, especially with a carp that big. And being that it was super, super dark out, I couldn't even see what it was right
Yeah,
away.
it is so dark
I just
already.
told the Lord to reel it in to the shore, and I'm just going to start wading into the water.
Yeah.
And it, turned out it wasn't anything crazy, like
Yeah.
alligator gar or
Tuna.
muskie. So, anyways, it all worked out. So we're gonna restring our lines, and we'll get back at it tomorrow.
Yeah, so wait for our next catch again. Thank you guys for watching.
See
This
you guys.
is Trey and Lau. We're the wicked
Carp.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
Want the best of my heart, you just got